Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football and doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 1 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Hurts. Flushed out right. Hurts fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. They find some open field here. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Oh, nice move. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On first down, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A give running left. It's Sanders. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 43.
Play action. Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 27, Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times is inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 5. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Another run with Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Aaron Siposs now. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. New York set to take the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And taken at the 46. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, here's the option. They juked him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
18 Cardinal. Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw here. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Sanders going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity if it...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try and go for it himself.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New York ready to go again offensively. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, catch made by Slayton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Giants on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Escaping the pressure right. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 13 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it in.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Mike 54.
Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready, set. 57 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
A final shot before break. Jones. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, pick it up.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now back to throw. Escapes the sack. And his throw is incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll get this to about the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's out of time.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
57. Mike 57.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Barkley is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Gano for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
57, Mike, 57.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
57's Mike, Mike 57.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle to about the 26 here.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Throwing Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick-6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And New York set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
57's Mike 57.
Barkley, inside handoff to the 43, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Jones on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby.
To throw again, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down.
Hurts. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He finds his man complete. It's James. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Richie James. 38 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Eagles. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. New York set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Jones now throwing to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 22. 66 yards on the ground for him so far.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
57's Mike. Let's go. Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
57, Mike, 57.
Hurts down to 1 knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.